Okay. So I have actually no idea whether. Okay, no, I'm live now. All right. What the fuck? Okay, so wrong goddamn camera. My bad on that one. Jeez Christ. Okay, already off to a good start. So, he alive? Yes, actually, I'm dead. I'm dead on the inside. I'm just kidding. But let me turn that down because hopefully this is not. It shouldn't. But hey, guys, what's going on? Joshua here. I'm back. Kinda. um, yeah. So this is just as usual, just a random stream that's happening right now. I didn't think this was gonna happen. I wasn't really. I was kind of, to be honest, I was kind of planning on doing a stream for like, I'd say probably the past week. I guess I was always kind of planning on doing a stream for you guys for a while. 6 people already watching. That's awesome. Hey guys, how you doing? Yeah. Hold on a second. This says top chat, live messages. Okay, cool. But but yeah. So I've kind of been planning on doing a stream for quite some time, and I've just kind of never got around to doing it in particular. Um, and yeah, as you guys notice, I'm back after a freaking month. Yeah. How many times has this happened? Like a million goddamn times. Yeah, it's annoying. Trust me, it is very, very annoying that I'm here for a month and then I'm gone again for another month, and I don't want to I don't want to continue doing that, but that's what keeps happening, you know. So it sucks, but yeah, that's kind of just a basis of what it is. Now I'm not gone because I mean, first of all, it's the same crap that you've heard over and over and over and over again. Why I've been gone, why I haven't been here, blah blah blah. You know what it is. You know, it's like I've been very indecisive with this channel. I don't know what kind of videos I want to make, that kind of stuff, blah blah blah. You've heard it multiple times. I shouldn't have to repeat myself. So, um, yeah, so that's honestly why I haven't been here for the longest time, really. And another thing is that like not only do I not know what kind of videos I want to make on this channel, but even when I come up with like ideas of what kind of things I want to talk about, I just end up becoming indecisive on whether I want to make a video about that. Like earlier, I was gonna make a video about Henry Danger and how it has 2 shows. It's Henry Danger and The Adventures of Kid Danger. I was gonna talk about the fact that it has a cartoon spinoff and why it's pointless and why it's dumb, but that never happened, you know. So it's I don't know. I don't know what to really say about that, but it's you know, that's kind of what's been going on the past month, really. In fact, I keep kind of forgetting what kind of videos I made a month ago. The last 3 videos, I think, yeah, the last 3 videos. The first one was the episode of SpongeBob Ink Lemonade or something like that, and then the second one was about FouseyTube, and the third one was about um, Ninja and that whole controversial situation. I was going to make a video. Excuse me. I was going to make a video about the KSI versus Logan Paul fight. You know, that before the fight happened. I was gonna start talking about that, but that never ended up happening. Uh, to be honest, there was like a few topics that I wanted to talk about while they were relevant at the time, but I never ended up getting the chance to do it, and so because of that, no videos were coming out for the past few weeks. So that's kind of just been, you know, it's somewhat, it's always a struggle because I always got 10 people watching. Hey, how you guys doing? I always wanted to well, it's not that I always wanted. I always, yeah, I've always wanted to still continue making videos for this channel. That's kind of where the issue lies. And if you guys are hearing anything in the background, I do have my kitchen window open because it's pretty hot in here. It's interesting. It was pretty cold in the morning. Now it's gotten hotter like around 3 o'clock, and it's 4:24 right now. So, it's interesting. California weather can be interesting at times. But excuse me. But yeah, that it was that whole situation really where it was just, I want to continue making videos, but the topics I wanted to talk about that were relevant at the time, I just didn't end up making a video. And it's not because I'm too busy to make a video. I mean, I've mentioned before that I'm currently employed at a restaurant right now. I'm barely even working there. Like, I'm only working there at least like twice or once a week. And if I'm lucky, I have 3 days a week. But, I mean, I don't know. If I got to be really honest with you, I'm planning on leaving that place and going somewhere else. Preferably closer to home, even though, as I say that, a part of me wants to work at Disneyland or at Knott's Berry Farm, which is about, give or take, 20, 30 minutes away from home. It's weird, isn't it? Like, like I'm talking about, I want to work closer to home, even though, like, driving all the way to Santa Monica only takes me about, like, 20, 30 minutes, but because of the parking situation, I'd have to park I have to pay every time for parking, and parking only lasts for about, like, 2 to 3 hours, and I'm there for about 6 hours, so that's not going to work. And then, even so, driving back from Santa Monica, trying to get out of Santa Monica, is, like, a shit ton of traffic. And it's ridiculous. So, I want to avoid that as much as I can. So that's why I drive somewhere, I park, and I take the train all the way to Santa Monica. But, and that takes me about an hour just to get home, or to get from home to work, from work to home, and yada, yada, yada. And I kind of don't want to go through that anymore currently, like, especially considering that money-wise, which shouldn't be a surprise to me at this point. I'm being very negative. I gotta stop that. But still, just, it doesn't surprise me that, monetarily I'm not doing so well. And not only that, but, going to work kind of costs me money. Like every day if I'm going to work, I gotta pay for parking, gotta pay to use those electric scooters, which the electric scooters doesn't really cost all that much. But then I gotta pay $20 to fill up a tap card so I can continue using the train. And that's an issue. And then, you got bills you gotta pay and yada, yada, yada. And so, does it surprise me this is happening to me? No, it doesn't. It really freaking doesn't. Again, being pretty negative, gotta stop that. But still, doesn't surprise me, like, at all. So, that's kind of where it's headed. But yeah, so... yeah, I'm planning on leaving that job. I don't know when I'm gonna bring it up to them. Should be soon, if anything. But I'm looking for other jobs, looking for other places to work at, and stuff like that. I just need a different sense of revenue. And I think I mentioned this once before, but I remember last year. I think it was either someone asked me this question either on a YouTube video or on one of my streams, or they asked me this question while I was trying to do this whole Q&A situation, which I've only came out with 2 videos of the Q&A, so that completely bombed. As you can tell, I am not good at keeping promises on this channel, at least. But yeah, the question he asked me was, why don't I just have YouTube be my full-time job? It's like, I mean... why would I do that? Like, I mean, if I had thousands or millions of viewers, obviously I would go ahead and say, yeah, I'll do videos all the time on YouTube and I can continue getting money, yada, yada, yada. But clearly, I don't have that. I only have like 200 people, not even that, like at least maybe 100 people watching my videos. And, I mean, it was better before, and now, and it's really my fault, if anything. I'm not blaming anyone else for this. It's really my fault the whole time. I haven't really been all that active on this channel the past year. Like, I've been gone for about 4 or 5 months. I've been gone for almost half of the year, and then I come back again, and then I'm gone again for another month. And so it's just an annoying cycle, and I hate that I keep doing that, And again, I'm not someone that wants to just straight up say, hey, I don't want to make videos on YouTube anymore. That's just not the case. I do want to continue making videos for you guys. But I just haven't... I don't know. I don't know. It's not a personal issue. It's not like, oh, I'm depressed. I don't have the energy to make videos anymore, because I'm not depressed, and I do have the energy. Or do I? I may not have the energy to make the videos anymore, but that's not really stopping me, if anything. Because like almost each week, I'm always thinking about what kind of video I can make. What video, because I want to continue posting, but that's just not, it's not happening, unfortunately. And so that's exactly why my channel is dead. So, I mean, I'm not giving up on it, but my channel is dead. So as you guys know. So, that's kind of what's been going on, and that's kind of why I've been gone. It's just not that because to be honest with you, a majority of my week, I have nothing to do. Like, this week, I have nothing to do. I do go back to work on, tomorrow, but I literally have, like, nothing to do. Even though I could go out and, go somewhere, but I'm planning on going back to Knott's Berry Farm on Friday, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm even going to do that, because, I mean, even though I have the season pass, and so technically going there costs me nothing. Excuse me, but I still have to pay for parking, which is about $20, and, even though I do get paid on Thursday, so I technically could, but then I'm going to have to pay a car registration fee, or bill, which is about almost $200. So, as you can see, I'm screwed. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna get paid more than $200, obviously, but because, again, I've barely been freaking working, which I don't know why. I mean, like, it's a little frustrating, because I have been, asking them for more hours, and they say they give me more hours, and I happen to work 3 weeks for about 2 weeks, and then I go back to doing maybe two days a week, or 1 day a week. It's just weird, and like I don't know. It's I don't know. I really have like no freaking clue, to be honest with you. But yeah. So things monetarily is just not the best for me right now, and I thought that was something that was going to be changed once I got a job, but no, I'm still screwed, and I hate to say it like that, but it's. Yeah. So, as you can tell, things aren't all peachy keen for old Josh boy here. Don't get me wrong, I'm not always frustrated, I'm not always pissed, I'm not always this, yada, yada, yada. It's just that I kind of wish things were a little better, I guess you can say. Again, in terms of monetarily, because by now I would have thought that I would have had a new... First of all, I would have thought I had a new computer by now. Would have thought I had a new camera by now, but, no, still using the same thing, which is about... This computer, I think, is about 8 years old. And don't get me wrong, it still runs well. I mean, it's in some ways a little slow, but it's not terrible. But I would like to, at the very least, get a new computer, so I can, eventually start getting back to editing my own videos. Which, don't get me wrong, I like Alex editing my videos. And in fact... even if I were to get my a new computer and like a new video editing software, I would still have Alex edit these videos, like the videos on this channel. Whereas, when it comes to, say, if I want to do a vlog style video or a cinematic video, mind you, I would probably, end up editing those myself, probably. And so that's the whole, situation right there. But, yeah, I was hoping that I would, have a new camera, have a new this, have a new that. But that hasn't happened, and so that sucks. But, I mean, I guess... And, I always tell myself to not get my hopes up, but then I do get my hopes up, and then this and that, and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. This is getting a bit too depressing right now. I honestly should stop. But, yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. Again, the reason why I haven't been making videos is not because I've been busy, because again, a majority of my freaking week, or a majority of my life, I don't have anything to do. Like a lot of times I'm just sitting at home, kind of watching TV or being on the computer or whatever. I think Frankie's on. I don't want to give them views, but yeah. you know, as you can see, I'm not really all that busy. You know, if I was working like 4 days a week or 5 days a week, that probably would be different. Or even if it wasn't that, if I was working and then I had other things to do every day, then, you know, that would be a better excuse for me to say, this is why I haven't been posting videos, because da 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 da. But I literally kind of have no excuse except for the fact that I just don't know what I want to do on this channel anymore. And it sucks. It really, really does suck. So that's kind of the issue that's going on. So yeah, am I gonna try to get back in the swing of things? Yeah, definitely. But again, it's really the issue of what video do I make? Like, not just, oh, what do I talk about in this rant video? I'm talking about, like, what kind of videos do I make on this channel? You know, like, I don't really know anymore. You know, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's bad because, like, I look at other YouTubers that I'm subscribed to that are, you know, either kind of ranters or reviewers and stuff, and you know, they talk about certain things, and I'm like, man, I could have made a video like that too, but then I still don't do it. You know, I mean, I don't know. And not only that, another part of that, if I gotta be extremely honest with you, is that I am an incredibly shy person. And so, if my mom's in the house, most likely, which she's almost in the house almost all the time, you know, unless she's going to the doctor to get a blood test, or she's having a meeting, or she's doing this or doing that. You know, generally she's going to be in the house, and she's usually upstairs, and I'm usually downstairs while I'm on the computer. But I don't know. I mean, like, for some reason, I guess I'm not used to making videos while my mom's here, especially since sometimes in my videos, well, it hasn't really happened lately, but sometimes in my videos I would end up kind of be yelling or kind of making a lot of noises or something. You get it, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've always made videos when my mom's out of the house, and so it's not particularly easy. But then sometimes I made videos at like 2 o'clock in the morning, so I barely have an excuse to not make videos, you know. So shit. I mean, I don't know. It's interesting, very interesting. So that's kind of what I got to say about that. Let me check a couple of things in the chat. Actually, hold on, just very quickly. Also talking to somebody at the same time, so kind of multitasking. Okay, let's see here. Alright, so Neo Anton says, yeah, just build yourself back up to do a video per month, get back in the rhythm of doing videos, and then your subscriber base to rebuild itself. Just do random videos to get back in the groove. Yeah, that's, you know, honestly, it's easier said than done. Because again, I've always said that I wanted to come back and make videos. Like, don't get me wrong, every single week I'm always thinking about what video can I make. I want to start posting videos again. You know, all of these things. You know, like, it's always in the back of my head that I want to continue making videos for this channel. You know, it's just a matter of if I do it, and it's just a matter of if I decide to do it or not, and blah blah blah. You know, so that's, again, just something I'm kind of going through personally. Just I'm a very indecisive person. You know, like, I don't know what kind of videos I want to make, and then again, even when I come up with the idea of a video to make, I'm like, ooh, that's a good idea, blah 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 blah. I still end up, like, I'm even indecisive on that. Be like, oh wait, am I gonna do it? Am I not gonna do it? Yada yada yada. I just never get to doing those videos, and so that's an issue. And then I think another part is is that, like, I don't want to. How do I explain this? I think another part is that a part of me doesn't fully know what my subscribers would want to see me do. I mean, obviously, I know what you guys would want to see me do. You would want me to do a review or a rant video or something like that. Granted, you know, but I don't know. It's hard to explain. I mean, I did mention before that I'm not going to be doing as much cartoon reviews as I've said. You know, Super Desmond 12 just told me to be a cartoon reviewer, and yeah, like, but I haven't been. I don't know. Let's just say that the newer cartoons that have been coming out, like say on Cartoon Network or on Nickelodeon, even though I don't think Nickelodeon's really had a lot of new cartoons come out recently. I think, I don't know, how did I do it the last time? Like, because I'm trying to remember. When I was first starting this channel, I kind of just had a lot of things to talk about, I guess. And so I kind of would just turn on the computer, start recording my voice, edit, blah, 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 and post it on there. I think that's what I did. There was this series, I guess you could say, that I used to do where it would just be called Random Rants. And what I would do in those videos, and granted, my videos were about like 20 minutes back then, and they kind of still would be somewhat today. But and not only that, I would kind of be posting like almost every other day or every week or every whatever. I just had a lot of stuff to talk about. But when I was, again, first starting this channel, most of those videos are down now, or I think I privated them or deleted them or whatever. But I would basically kind of just, it would be random rants, and all it would be is I would just be talking about like multiple topics. You know, no one would be saying, oh, I want you to talk about this. It would just be me having things to talk about. I would be talking about PETA. I would be talking about certain cartoons. I would be talking about certain political things like the F Hate campaign and how much I don't like them. I'd be talking about crazy fan bases like the Beliebers and the One Directioners and all that crap. You know, I would just be talking about anything I had to rant about, I guess, in a way. And now that's just not particularly what I have now anymore, I guess. I don't know. I mean, is there a lot of things to talk about? I'm pretty sure there is. One thing I do want to say is that I mean, even though I haven't made those kind of videos in a while, like, I kind of had this weird time on this channel where I was kind of just talking about political things, you know? I was talking about SJWs and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And I think I was doing that mainly because, like, that one video that I made where, what was it? The four black teenagers kidnapped this white autistic kid, and they were live streaming him and beating him up and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, that was like this huge story that happened, and I kind of just made my video about it. And that video blew up more than any of my other videos did. Like, I remember, like, the next day, because the next day, I think me and Javon, we went to see a play at the Pantages Theater. Don't remember which one it was, but I was just like checking through my YouTube, and I was like, oh my god, I already got 6,000 subscribers. I never grew up this much, you know? So I think that was partially where it happened. And then I made another video talking about like the Netflix Dear White People series, and that also somewhat blew up more than usual on my channel. And so I think because of that, I was kind of like, you know, I'm going to go ahead and start talking about political things and da-da-da-da-da. And, yeah, that's what I've been doing. And, you know, that's kind of where things have been going from there. And then I kind of stopped doing that, and I started going back somewhat to talking about cartoons and talking about, like, movie premieres that were coming out, or talking about, what else was I talking about? Shoot. Yeah, I was talking about, like, you know, the issues with Cartoon Network and stuff like that. I don't think I've really made the same video on Nickelodeon. Well, recently. I mean, because I was mostly talking about Cartoon Network since, you know, they were constantly airing Teen Titans Go, and it was always a marathon of Teen Titans Go, and a couple of other shows were there, and da-da-da-da-da. You know, can I make another video about that? I'm sure, but I'm not quite sure if I actually want to be honest with you, fully. But, yeah, so, I don't know. I mean, I wasn't fully, I guess you could say, a cartoon reviewer for a while. I mean, I was trying to get back in the groove. I mean, you know, I talked about the Cartoon Network pilot, Welcome to My Life, which I really, really hope they turn that into an actual full-on series. That would be awesome. I was talking about that, and then there was this this person who actually was creating a new cartoon for YouTube, I think, actually reached out to me to create a review on their show, and which is what I did, and that was pretty cool. Hopefully, I mean, well, I can't really say that now, but hopefully I can get some more people to say, hey, I'd like you to review this or review that or something. Like, if it was like, you know, they're an animator and they want me to review their cartoon or something, I would do that. There was another person that wanted me to review their cartoon, but, like, when I watched their cartoon, I was like, I don't know if I want to make a review video on that. I guess because it wasn't my thing. I couldn't fully watch the animation either in a way because it just wasn't my thing. It wasn't like it was terrible animation. It was like a different style of animation. I guess maybe think of it as one of those weird animated cartoons that you would find on Adult Swim or something like that. That was what it was essentially, or that kind of style cartoon, and you know, it just wasn't really my thing, I guess, and I didn't particularly have a lot to say about it, I think. And, of course, people with cars, they're insane. You probably heard that, you probably didn't, I don't know. Might get some water soon. But, yeah, you know, like, what was I talking about? Yeah, the cartoon. You know, and not only that, though, but with that particular cartoon, I didn't really have a lot to say about it, I guess. And I don't want to make a review video about a cartoon or about anything if I don't have a crap ton to say about it. Which is exactly why I haven't come out with a video about The Loud House when it came out, and I never kind of reviewed that cartoon in particular. Because, don't get me wrong, I really do like The Loud House. I've been watching their newer episodes recently. I've been getting more into the series than I was before. But, I for some reason, I think I just never was able to find certain words to describe the cartoon, if that makes any sense. And so, because of that, I never really came out with... Okay, so... Of course, that freaking happens. It doesn't surprise me in the slightest that my I don't know why. Like almost all the time I do you know, this might be one of my last streams that I do on my phone, because almost every time I stream on my phone, like for some reason it always shuts off after, not the phone, but the app always shuts off after a certain amount of time, and then, you know, that happens within the stream and blah blah blah. It's annoying. Very annoying. But, as I was saying, I never really was able to find, like, the full words to describe The Loud House, I guess. And that's kind of why I never particularly reviewed it. Not because I didn't want to, and not because I didn't want to watch the show or anything. It's just, I still kind of don't have words to really describe the show. In a, or another way to put it, I don't think I would have words, or enough words to describe the show to make it into, like, a full-length video, I guess, because a lot of my review videos would be about like maybe 5 to 10 minutes, or sometimes 10 to 15 minutes or whatever, depending on, you know, what I would be saying and whatnot. I might close that window because that noise is kind of irritating me. But yeah, you know, that's kind of you know, why I haven't really been making a review video about The Loud House. So, I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen now anyway, because the show's been on for about, what, 2 years? And so, in a way, it's a little bit too late for me to probably make a video about that. I mean, it probably isn't. I could probably just review a certain episode that comes out. I don't know. I don't know. I really have, like, no clue, to be honest. Excuse me. Oh yeah, Super Deesmon12 asked earlier before he told me to be a cartoon reviewer. He asked me, am I okay? Yeah, I'm fine. It's just like, I don't know. I'm not, again, I'm not depressed. I'm not in the blues or whatever. I mean, trust me. If this was 2014, oh, I was very freaking... 2014 was, like, the worst year for me, dude. And, like, 2015, that changed everything. Because I was a lot more happier in 2015. I've been continuously getting more happier and happier and happier, but I think I was still pretty negative on certain things, though. But I think I've started looking at some stuff differently. And, yeah, I'm closing that damn window. Because jeez. Okay. Because that's just annoying. All right, but anyway, yeah. So I'm good. I'm good, definitely. But it's I don't know. I don't know, dude. Stumbling on my words, not even quite sure what to say. I'm not even stumbling on my words. Why the hell did I say that? Yeah. Anyway, so Mula. I need Mula. I'm just random right now. Moha Hus says, do some vlogs on your daily life. Again, easier said than done. Because, don't get me wrong, I have thought about doing vlogs on my, not really on my daily life, but on, yeah, I guess, like, I don't know, it's hard to really explain, I guess you can say. But here's the thing. I found out that vlogs on this channel, which is kind of why I created the other channel, just to have a different purpose and whatnot. Vlogs on this channel don't do well, like, at all. Compared to all my other videos, they don't do well at all, dude. I've tried, but they don't. And so because of that, I'm not really going to be doing vlogs on this channel per se. I'll keep that to the other channel. So, just a heads up on that one. Which is, the Bun Bun Vlogger, if you guys want to check it out. I got a couple of videos up there, and I haven't posted on that for a very long time. I don't know, and another issue when it comes to the vlogs is that not only is it the fact that, oh, the vlogs aren't doing so well on this channel, they don't do well on this channel, is that my daily life is kind of boring, if I gotta be honest with you. I mean, first of all I do is get up, eat, drive a bit for Uber Eats, come back, get on the computer, eat, shower, sleep. And that's it. I don't really have a lot of things that I do on a daily basis, So, so that's kind of why I don't particularly do daily vlogs, or why I'm not particularly going to be doing any of that, because the one thing I don't want to do is I don't want to make up crap, be like, oh, we're going to do something stupid for YouTube so I can post a video. Like, that's just not who I am in particular, and that's not what I'm going to do, and so, that's kind of where it's at in particular, and I'm going to still talking to somebody at the same time, so, Oh, okay, well, that's fine. But yeah, so, that's kind of why I ain't really doing a lot of vlogs, because, I mean, and it sucks, because with the vlogs, right, I'm also having the same issue that I'm having with, the kind of videos I want to make on this channel. Like, on the vlogs, because, let's see, there's been a couple of times when I've done things that were considered, kind of cool. Like, I went to a lobster fest, so I would go to the LA County Fair. I went to the LA County Fair about almost a week ago. Yeah, we went on last Wednesday, so about practically a week ago we went to the LA County Fair. And I could have vlogged that, and don't get me wrong, I was thinking about vlogging that, like, the whole day. Well, like, not really the whole day, but kind of the whole week, I was thinking about vlogging my day at the LA County Fair. And, like, even, like, 2 minutes before we were about to leave the house, I was still thinking about it. I was like, ooh, I'm going to bring my stabilizer. I'm going to film there. I'm going to do this, da-da-da-da-da. And I didn't do it. So, I didn't bring the stabilizer, which would have been fine. I could have still recorded. But I didn't do that. All I did was take a couple of pictures, and that's it. Took pictures, and I went on some rides, and don't get me wrong, I had a lot of fun at the LA County Fair. I just didn't film anything, which kind of sucks, but it's whatever, I guess. If there's one thing that I have to say when it comes to vlogs, which not 100% sure that this is a really good thing at all, because this is my issue. as I've said before, I'm a very shy person. It may not seem like it with me talking to you right now, but I'm a pretty shy person. And so because of that, I can't really go outside, have my phone in front of me, kind of film, be like, "Hey guys, what's going on? Joshua Williams here." I can't do that personally. You know, like I just like it's really hard for me to do that because, like, first of all, there's this whole consciousness of, oh god, people are watching me, they're probably wondering what I'm doing, they're probably looking at me weird, da 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 da. You know, I have that. You know, don't call it anxiety because that's not what it is, because I'm not freaking out if people watch me or anything. It's just that I'm uncomfortable if I'm like recording out in public and there's people looking at me. And the thing is, yeah, I know people are probably just gonna walk by. They're probably gonna think a couple of things, and I shouldn't give a damn because I'm not gonna see them ever again in my life for the most part. And I don't know these people, but that's kind of always how it's been, you know. I mean, like, shoot, when I went to the Lobster Fest 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, yeah, they were having this little stage where you could sing karaoke with the live band. And my mom really wanted me to sing, and I was kind of like, no, I can't sing in front of these people. You know, I just was kind of like, no, I don't want to sing in front of all these people. She ended up signing my damn name on the list anyway, so I kind of had no choice. She kind of pushed me out there to do it. I ended up singing This Is How We Do It by Montel. One of my favorite songs, by the way. And I had fun doing it. You know, I had fun. I was like, okay, you know what, that was cool. Everybody was jamming. The band was good. I had a backup singer. Backup singer for me. She was singing kind of like the chorus and stuff like that. And everybody was just jamming to the song, and so it felt good. You know, and I think that's kind of just what it is about me, which is interesting. You know, I'm still talking about my shyness here, by the way, and this is still going to connect with the whole vlogging issue and blah, blah, blah. But, also, just very quickly, if you're still watching this stream, and if my stream happens to pause, or if it happens to stop at any moment, please in the chat tell me your stream is stopped, and so I can reconnect and continue on streaming with you guys. Alright, because I'm not really looking at the screen. I'm using my rear facing camera, not the front facing, not the selfie camera. So, yeah, don't know why I do the cross-eyed thing. But anyway, but yeah, but like, I guess, like, you know, with the whole shyness thing, I'm shy, I guess, consciously, but when it comes to, say, I get on the stage, I'm kind of just open up somewhat. Like, you know, I think it's the performer in me. Like, you know, you kind of have a little bit of stage fright, and then the minute you get on stage and you're in character, that all kind of goes away. And, you know, you just do your thing on the stage, you know? And that's probably what it is. But, yeah, I'm a pretty shy person, and so because of that, I can't particularly just, you know, again, put a camera in front of my face and start vlogging outside. I definitely can't be like those people who go outside, say, to an amusement park and be like, "Hey guys, what is going on? Joshua Williams here. Today we are at Knott's Berry Farm." No, I can't do that, you know? Like, again, it's a whole thing of people staring at me and watching me and like, or whatever, and it's like, I just don't want that, you know? And yeah, you guys probably, I don't know if every one of you guys seen that, but you've guys seen a video of me going to Knott's Berry Farm. And I did a vlog about that. And obviously I was a lot more open and a lot more talkative in a way, or a lot more, I was more loud when I was vlogging in the parking lot because there was like nobody there. It was a complete empty parking lot, so nobody was watching, and so I was free to be, you know, kind of more open to talk to you guys. But what episode? Oh yeah. But when I got into the park, even though the park was pretty empty, you can see I kind of got a little bit more quiet and a little bit more timid and yada yada yada. And because of that, it kind of makes the vlogs awkward. Like, let's be real, my vlogs are awkward when I'm kind of just talking very softly. Not extremely softly, but like I'm talking soft enough to where it doesn't sound like I have a lot of enthusiasm in my voice or whatever, you know? And so that's kind of, you know, the whole situation when it comes to that in particular. So that's honestly kind of why, when it comes to vlogs, it's not really all that easy. You know, again, it's something I'd have to work on. I gotta work on my shyness and think, hey, no one's really watching. No one really gives a damn. So, like, I mean, well, not really gives a damn, but nobody cares that you're, you know, walking through the parks or walking in public, you know, recording a video or some crap. You know, that's something I would have to work on before I would fully fledge on say, hey, I'm going to become a vlogger or whatever. I don't know. But it's not really all that easy. So that's kind of where it happens. So I guess that makes any sense. So, yeah. And not only that, but I was about to say, you guys saw the Anime Expo, the reason why I posted. None of you guys saw that one because I took that down like literally the day I posted it. Because holy crap, that nobody was watching that video. Like, nobody watched that video. And so, because I was seeing how bad the views were, I was like, you know what? It's kind of pointless to have it up. I'm just going to private it. It was probably a stupid idea, but yeah, that's what I did. And I was just like, I'm not going to be vlogging at the Anime Expo ever again. You know? And not only that, it wasn't just the fact that, oh, it wasn't getting a lot of views or anything. I just wasn't... How can I fully explain this? With the video, while I was recording certain scenes for the Anime Expo, just a part of me just didn't feel like this was going to be a good video anyway. Like, I didn't feel like it was going to be as good as I thought it was going to be. And it wasn't because of Alex's editing. It wasn't because of that. It was just because I didn't think that I did all that well when I was recording for the Anime Expo. I just wasn't all that confident enough. And that's another issue I have as well, is confidence. I don't have a lot of it. You know, in particular. Like, I'm not completely unconfident, I guess you could say, but I don't have a crap ton of confidence in a lot of things. Like, I don't have a lot of confidence when I make certain videos, I guess, or when vlogging or whatever. You know, I mean, I don't know. I mean, well, there's a lot of videos that I post on here where I'm like, okay, yeah, this is very good. Okay, I'm going to post it up or whatever. But then there's sometimes when I post a video or when I make a video and I'm kind of like, don't really have confidence in this one. I don't think it's that good, you know, and so that's kind of, you know, the issue. But yeah, so that was kind of the thing with the Anime Expo vlog. I think I was just like never 100% happy about it. And again, it's not because of Alex's editing, because his editing was pretty good. It was just, you know, me personally, and it was like, I didn't really record all that much. I didn't know what I was doing when I was recording these things. I didn't know what kind of shots I wanted. I didn't know this. I didn't know that. You know, that was, and not only that, a part of me wanted me to record some cosplayers. You know, like when you go, like, say, like on TV, they kind of talk about some cosplayers, or you see some YouTube videos. And, like, they kind of have, like, some cool shots of these cosplayers, like, posing for the camera. That's what I wanted to do. But I just could not walk up to anybody in the Anime Expo and say, hey, can I record you for a YouTube video? Or, hey, can I take a picture with you? I just couldn't freaking do that. And that's because, again, I'm a very shy person. I don't open up as much as I could or as much as I want to, I guess. I mean, I'm getting better at it, but the shyness is like, yeah, it's just, it doesn't do me well. Let's just put it that way. My shyness just doesn't do me well. And again, as I said, I'm gonna say this again. If my stream does happen to do a pause or it stops for any particular reason, let me know in the chat as soon as it happens. Which I might pick up on it sooner. I'm not quite sure, but just in case, I want you guys to let me know if my stream is messing up or whatever, and I'll try to fix it as much as I can or as fast as I can, and we'll go from there. So let me see, because I just got a few more chats here in the chat. That didn't make any sense. I said I got more chats. Okay. So, Moha Hus, whoa, Cassandra says, hey, how you doing? Moha Hus, hopefully I'm saying your name right, says, you should just look to release a video every week and see what sticks. That's true. That's true. I mean, like that's that's what I would like to do. But again, like it's really just what do I want to put out there? I don't want to just put out random crap. I don't want to just like post a video of me playing with the dogs or something and then see if what I don't know. I mean, like I don't know, dude. Like I don't know. It's not easy. It's not easy. As I said, there's a lot of things, especially in my life, that are a lot easier said than done. There's a lot of things I said that I would do, but it's just a lot easier to say it than to actually do it. And so that's my kind of issue, I guess. So, and then you also said, don't think of the views. Yeah, that's true. I shouldn't be thinking of the views because when I do think of the views, when I look at the analytics on my YouTube channel, it kind of just like makes me get a bit discouraged. I'm like, damn, nobody that subscribed to me even watches my videos. Like that's sad. It's like I got 4,000 subs, but it means nothing. So it's I gotta stop looking at it that way though. But that's also something I'm working on as well. Let's continue on. So Jason says tomorrow I'm going to Mexico to see my grandma because she's sick. Hope she's doing well. Hope she gets better. And I hope you have a good trip to Mexico. Hopefully it's not just a sad trip. Hopefully it's a somewhat a fun trip. Hopefully you do some exploring around Mexico if you can. When I went to Seattle last year, which in particular actually an entire year because yesterday of last year was when I came back from my cousin's funeral, who unfortunately passed away last year. Kind of unexpectedly, because I saw him the same year earlier last year, and he seemed to be pretty fine. And then all of a sudden in September he started getting leukemia, and then things got worse and worse, and that whole situation. And I ended up going up to Seattle around this time last year, and we went to his funeral, and then we ended up going to a couple of things. We went to the aquarium. We went to see Pike's Market, which was pretty cool. We got to see some people tossing fish and catching them and stuff. It doesn't sound all that exciting to watch people catch fish, in terms of just throwing fish around and then catching it. Doesn't sound exciting, but it's cool. If you were to be there to experience it, it's kind of cool. Yeah, but it was somewhat a sad trip, but it wasn't 100% depressing, and so hopefully that's not the same with you. Hopefully it's the same with you, where you go and you meet your grandma, and hopefully she gets better, and hopefully it could also be somewhat of a fun trip. Yeah. Anyway, Minchi says Bello. Hello, are you a minion? I guess Bello or something. I don't know. I'm trying to be funny. Stupid. Nathan Fogas says, hey man, how are you? Doing fine. Menchi Guava damn. I can't read today. Menchi says, I finished writing 4 episodes of my regular show spin-off Regular Life. Sounds interesting. Did you tell me about that once before? I don't remember. That sounds familiar to me. You might have. I'm not sure if you said that before in another stream, or this might just be the first time, and it could be something similar. I'm honestly not sure. And Nathaniel Foga says, have you seen the Peter Rabbit movie yet? No. I haven't. I just never got around to doing it. It's not that I don't want to watch the Peter Rabbit movie. I just literally haven't gotten around to watch the damn movie. Don't ask me why, but I just haven't gotten around to do it. So, my friend Alex, he's been telling me over and over and over and over again to watch the movie, and I haven't watched the movie yet. I think it's still on Netflix, so technically I could watch it now, but, especially since so many of you guys wanted me to do a review of the Peter Rabbit movie, and I've kind of lost my chances of doing that, so, and that's another issue I have with this channel, is that a lot of times when it comes to topics, I always want to try to talk about topics that are, in a way, somewhat relevant. And then when I kind of miss, the relevancy of said topic, I kind of just say it's pointless to talk about. And I think a part of it is also because it's like a crap ton of people already talked about this topic. If I talk about it, it's not going to mean anything. No one's going to whatever. I don't know. Like my brain's kind of weird when it comes to this channel, I guess you can say. I'm going to be right back just quick. I'm not even sure if I'm going to continue doing the stream for much longer. I'm not quite sure. But I'm going to get some water very quick, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Hey, it takes a long time for me just to fill up a cup sometimes. That's annoying. Yeah. So if you guys still have any questions you want to ask me right now, go ahead. Am I going to be doing more of these streams? Maybe. I'm not 100% sure about that. It's possible. But yeah, I don't know. The one thing I don't want to do is keep making false promises, which is unfortunately what I've been doing. Because there's a lot of times I say, yeah, I'm gonna do this, and then it kind of just never happens, I guess. Voice is throat's kind of dry. But yeah, like I kind of been making like a lot of false promises. Says hey, I'm gonna do this, da 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 da. You get it. So I don't want to say, oh, I'm gonna do a stream next week, and I end up not doing another stream for a while, or oh, I'm gonna make a video next week, and I end up not. I mean, I don't know. It's interesting. Cassandra Francisco. Cassandra Francisco, I think that's how you say your last name. Not quite sure. Apologize if I get any of your names wrong. But she asks, thoughts on MTV lately? Not really. I don't watch MTV. Don't really care about MTV. I can't say that I like what MTV has kind of become. It could be worse. It could be Channel E for entertainment. I think that's what it was called. I don't know. Where they constantly, the only thing they air nowadays is freaking, what's the show? Keeping Up with the Kardashians, which I still don't know why they're famous, dude. I don't get it. But yeah, I don't really have all that much thoughts about MTV, like, at all. Do I have any thoughts on, say, Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network right now? Cartoon Network, you already know what my thoughts are on their channel. It's whatever. They recently. Oh, that's one thing I could talk about. I don't know if I'm gonna make a video about it, but you guys probably know this, and you guys probably don't know this. But Cartoon Network recently has a new series called Total Drama Rama, I think. It's I don't know how many spin-off series or continuation series of the Total Drama we're going to continue to get. Even though I'm not saying I don't like Total Drama, because I did like the first few Total Drama series that we got. But, I don't know about this one. They're now little kids, toddlers or something. It just looks stupid. And so I'm not going to watch that shit. But I don't know. I haven't, and to be honest, I haven't really been watching Cartoon Network all that much lately. Oh, one thing I will mention is that I did watch the new Adventure Time, the last Adventure Time episode, and that was very interesting because I haven't seen like the previous newer episodes that I guess led up to that event. I was mainly confused on why there was a war that was happening and why Princess Bubblegum was, it was confusing to me. I didn't get it because I didn't know why it was happening or whatever. But the series, it ended on a nice note. I did like it. It was, you know, I'm not even sure if you would somewhat consider that a happy ending, or in a way maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I'm not quite sure. But the way it was pretty good. I did enjoy the episode. I like that they aired a marathon of Adventure Time to lead up to the finale, which I have no idea why they didn't do that with regular show. Like, for some reason with regular show, it was the complete opposite. It was a marathon of Teen Titans Go, then it was the regular show's final episode, and then you have another episode of Teen Titans Go after that. It was like, what the hell? I don't understand that. Maybe they didn't value regular show as much as they valued Adventure Time. Obviously, because Adventure Time kind of brought a lot of stuff to Cartoon Network, so if anything, I can totally understand why. But at the same time, it just wasn't fair, and I just don't think it made much sense as to why they kind of just didn't really treat regular show with the same respect, considering how big of a fan base regular show had as well. Mm. So it's a little confusing, I guess, in a way. So, but again, Adventure Time. If I have to say anything in terms of, like, say, my thoughts on Adventure Time, right? For a while, if anything, Adventure Time has kind of slowly been, getting off my radar. With the newer episodes they were coming out with for like a while, like I'd probably say the past couple of years, it just wasn't really. I kind of just wasn't liking it anymore. I was, I guess if anything, I liked the older episodes of Adventure Time a whole lot better than the newer episodes, and I think it was just because of the feel of Adventure Time, because in the beginning when we saw Adventure Time, it was kind of like more colorful. It was more of a comedy, silly kind of show. It was more of that. Whereas as the show kind of started to progress, it started to get a bit more darker in a way and stuff. And I think that was just not. I don't know. Not to say it was bad, but it just, I guess, like, it just wasn't what I wanted to see in Adventure Time. I don't know. I honestly can't really tell you my full thoughts about that. I can't say that's particularly the same with Steven Universe. With Steven Universe, the only reason why I've barely been watching that show now is because Cartoon Network doesn't even air the show anymore. Like, you don't really see it on their lineup. You generally see Amazing What a Gumball, Teen Titans Go, OKKO, maybe. You'll see Craig of the Creek. You'll see We Bare Bears. You'll see Unikitty, Total Dramarama, because they've been airing the crap out of that. They've been airing Summer Camp Island. They've aired that a couple of times. I haven't seen any other episodes from it so far, which I'll talk about a little bit about that now. Actually, the Summer Camp Island. It's an interesting show. It's very cutesy. I really do like the animation, the designs. I haven't really been watching a lot of the episodes because they aired a crap ton of the episodes on Cartoon Network for like an entire week or 2 weeks, I think. Which I found odd. Like, I don't know why they kind of do these bomb airings all the time. Nickelodeon kind of does that now, but I think Cartoon Network kind of does it to another extent. I've seen like a few episodes from that, And yeah, again, I do kind of like the show. It's another one of those instances where I don't have a crap ton of things to say about it to where I can make my a separate video about that cartoon. But the only thing I can really say currently right now is that it's a cute show. Um, if they air it, if they continue airing it, I'm going to probably watch more episodes, and if I can get a certain kind of like of an opinion, or not an opinion, but if I can get more words to describe the show, then I'll probably do a review of it. But I'm not promising that because again, I don't want to continue promising that anymore. Um, what was I talking about? Adventure Time. Yeah, I was talking about Adventure Time. But then I was talking about Steven Universe. Yeah, you don't really see Steven Universe on Cartoon Network anymore, which is just odd. Even though Steven Universe is pretty big within the fan base, a lot of people watch the show. It's getting its own feature-length film, which I think it's a TV movie. It's not going to be in the theaters, but it's a TV movie they're getting, which is cool. But for me, the reason why I've barely been watching it, I've said it again, because, it's not really airing on TV anymore. And, that's kind of just how I get out of watching certain series. If you barely see it on TV, you kind of start forgetting about it, and you kind of start not really being interested anymore, because it's not really airing anymore. So that's kind of where it's been with Steven Universe. And it's kind of been the same with Adventure Time. Like, it's been like the past year maybe. Adventure Time would air a new episode. And then, and that would be it for a while. And then, no advertisements whatsoever. At least bare none. And then you would see all of a sudden there's a new episode of Adventure Time. It'd be like, where the hell did this come from? And that would be the only time you see Adventure Time on Cartoon Network. And then it'd be gone for another, like, few months. I don't know. It's just... I don't get what's going on with some of these TV executives or these TV schedulers for some of these channels. Like, for instance, Disney Channel. Disney Channel shows, for some reason, whether it be Disney Junior or it be on Disney Channel, whatever, when it comes to new episodes, they don't air them every single week, as far as I've been seeing. It seems like they air new episodes either every once a month or every 2 weeks. I have no idea why they do this. It makes no sense. No sense in my book. And then again, with Cartoon Network, they do like a lot of these bomb episodes where bomb airings where sometimes they would just be airing episodes every hour of the day. And that doesn't particularly make the best sense either. But, who knows? Maybe it kind of works. Obviously, because ever since they did it the first time, they've been doing it with almost every show. Almost every show would have like a full week of new episodes, and I think I get why they do that, because at the very least you don't have to. You watch one episode and there's going to be another one coming out the next day, and this and that, and blah blah blah, and so that's kind of why they do it. But I think they should not do it constantly. I guess you should say. They should probably do it every now and then or something. Or maybe if it's like a special season or something, I'm not sure. Yeah. And Nickelodeon is kind of at a different level. It's below Cartoon Network when it comes to those bomb types of airings, if anything else. So that's essentially what it is, I guess. So yeah, I think that's kind of all I have to say about that. Let me go a little further up because I've gotten some more responses ever since. Amanda Ford says, "How often are you going to make videos?" I have no idea. I don't know. I can't promise that I'm gonna make a video and post it tomorrow or post it next week or the next week after that. I don't know. I would like to promise you things, but I cannot promise you things. So I would like to give you a straight full answer to say that I'm going to be posting every so often, but I really don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to give up making videos here, but I don't know when the next video is going to be or how often that's going to happen. There might be a time when I do actually start posting videos each week just because I'm probably trying to do something. But I don't know. We're just going to have to see what happens there. Jason says, I uploaded my recent video of a stuffed animal staring at someone in some teen party, simply disdain for a few minutes, and so far it has no views. My recent short, that is not the Is Mine parody, also had no views either. A little confused with what you just said there. And okay, so not sure how to respond to that, I guess. Especially with the one with the stuffed animal. I'm not quite sure what that one is. Yeah. So, I mean, if you post videos on YouTube, that's cool. I think part of it is just that because my channel has 4,000 subs, and because before when I would post a video, I would get certain types of views that I would be happy with, and I'm not reaching that anymore. I think that kind of just doesn't feel good. I guess it's kind of like when FouseyTube goes ahead and does a concert in Australia, and he barely gets anyone there, and he's like, this ain't right. I'm gonna become relevant again. So I just had to bring that up. But I mean, it's not really like that because I'm not manic. But that was just a kind of comparison I can make. But yeah, I think that's part of it. Like I since because I did get certain types of views on my videos. I guess when I just see that I only get 50 views or 100 views, it's kind of like disappointing. And so maybe I should let go of that. I'm not sure, but that's what it is. Cassandra says that will Cartoon Network be bankrupt? I don't know if it would ever actually go that far unless they were making some even more dumb ideas. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, obviously a lot of kids are still watching Cartoon Network. Probably not as much as they were before. Because I haven't really been catching up on how they've been doing in terms of like revenue or in terms of grosses. I guess you could say like as how many viewers are watching. Haven't really been following that all that recently, and so I'm not 100% sure when it comes to that. They probably won't be going bankrupt, but I don't know. Who knows what happens with Cartoon Network in the future. Amanda Ford says, I heard there is an Adventure Time. No, I heard that Adventure Time has a season 11 and it's going to be on a magazine, but I might be wrong about that. Yeah, I heard that apparently the story of Adventure Time was going to continue in comic form. That's what I've heard as well. And I think I heard that from like someone talking about Comic-Con 2018. I think. I don't fully remember, but I think that's what is possibly going to happen. Which, if so, that's interesting. At least the story continues, I guess. But, yeah, Yeah. There was something that I wanted to talk about, and I completely forgot about it. Shoot. It might come up again, but I really don't remember. If I gotta be honest with you, for a while, what I did want to do on this channel was I kind of wanted to review these, like, bad, bootlegged, well, not bootleg, but rip-off animated movies, on this channel. Like, I don't know why, but for some reason I wanted to do, maybe it was because I reviewed Agent Fox, which isn't, I don't think Agent Fox is a spin-off or a rip-off of anything. But it's still a bad animated movie. Like, oh my god, if they came out with a second movie, I would flip my shit. But there, and it was also the fact that like years earlier, I reviewed what was the movie? Legend of Kung Fu Rabbit, the first movie. Holy crap, that was awful. It was awful. It was like, goodness. I even said that was the worst animated movie in the history of animated movies. Jeez, but oh lord, it was just garbage, Now I still think that Food Fight is worse, obviously for obvious reasons. And be surprised. I think I've sat through the entire film of Food Fight. It's painful, very painful. But yeah, but with Kung Fu Rabbit. My voice is like really fucking dry. But yeah, um, but yeah, like I reviewed that movie in particular, which was honestly it was kind of no. The first one was just me being pissed. Like I watched that video, mind you. I rewatched some of my old videos on my channel, and sometimes I laugh at them. Sometimes I cringe at the very early videos, and sometimes I just watch them because why not? But yeah, the Kung Fu Rabbit video was so freaking. It was funny, but it was cringy at the same time because of how angry I was at the film. Jeez, it was just so weird that how pissed I was. But but then it came to the second movie, and the second movie greatly improved, which was a huge shock to me. I was like, is this the same film? I was like, wait a minute. No, it's the same characters. It's the same. But it was the different voice actors. The animation was different. The storytelling was different. I mean, things were still somewhat not really all that good about the film, but it wasn't terrible. It was, you had the first movie that was just completely garbage, and then you had the second one that was a lot better. And they also came out with a third movie. They do have a third film that kind of looks a bit more grim-er, I guess, than the second movie. But will I end up reviewing that one? It's possible. I'm not. Don't count on it. But is it possible? I mean, I haven't seen the third Kung Fu Rabbit movie. And I might do that sometime this week. Like maybe after I come back from work, I might watch that movie if it's out in English language. If it is, then I will. If it's not, then I won't. I don't know. I might try to find it somewhere. But yeah, all I know is there's a third movie, and I might watch it, and there's a possibility that I could review that one. And I am gonna regret this. If Agent Fox ever comes out with a second film, which I pray to God they do not come out with a second movie. If they come out with a second film, I'll review that one too. Because fuck it. Like, it's... Yeah, it's whatever. But, shoot. But yeah, that's kind of what would probably happen. I mean, I don't know. It depends. But yeah, for a while, I've been kind of wanting to review those kinds of movies where it's like bad animated films. I don't know why, but I kind of want to do that. I kind of been wanting to do that. But it would probably have to be a different format since, again, I'm recording, and I would send the footage to Alex, and he would have to edit the stuff, and it probably wouldn't be all that easy to kind of do like an Agent Fox style movie review if he's editing. And maybe it would be, I'm not sure. Wait, hold on a second. Is that really a Teen Titans Go commercial on Nickelodeon? Oh my god. They have a Teen Titans Go commercial on Nickelodeon. And it's the annoying one where the announcer's singing with the theme song. Hate that episode. I mean, hate the episode. It's not episode. Hate the commercial, by the way. It's so annoying. But yeah, that's I don't know what else I can say really, but that's particularly the kind of stuff I've been wanting to do for a while, but I just never got to it because, again, I don't really edit my videos anymore. Alex does, and I think those would kind of be difficult for me to edit in this format I would like to edit in, I guess you can say. Okay, so let me answer a couple of more questions here. Plum Show host says, hey, how you doing, buddy? Jason says, at least it's... Oh, wait. Actually, you know what? I'm already reading Jason's question. Might as well. Well, not question, but answer. Might as well just do it. And then I'll go back to Cassandra's. He says, at least it's not as bad and laughable as another horrible bootleg film, A Car's Life, Sparks' Big Adventure, and An Ant's Life. I think I know which one that is. I'm not quite sure. If anything, I'm gonna look that up. A Car's Life. I think I probably heard of that one. I think I've seen somebody review that video. I mean that movie. Yeah, yeah, Sparky's Adventure. Good God, there's a second one. What? Did anybody know there's a second car? No. I gotta look that up. There is no way they came out with a second movie. What? No! They got 2 sequels? Holy shit, no! You're kidding me. Cars Life. No, okay, I'm freaking out on stream right now. Insane, by the way. But A Car's Life has a second and a third movie. How the hell does that happen? Oh my god. Holy crap. No. Jesus Christ. That's awful. That's awful. I don't know what to say about that. I did not expect to see A Car's Life 2 and A Car's Life 3. Jesus Christ. Ugh, I don't know. And then he also said An Ant's Life. I never heard of that one. Ooh. Well, the movie is only 25 minutes. Okay. It's a possibility I'm going to be watching that after this is finished. Because it's only 25 minutes. If it was 2 hours, I couldn't do it. But it's 25 minutes. I'll probably be able to stomach that one. Oh, Christ. Why did I mention this? Oh, man. I said that's the kind of videos I want to do. So, hey. Might end up doing those. I don't know. Possible. And yeah, Amanda Fool, A Car's Life 2 and 3. The Car's Life has 2 more movies after A Sparky's Adventure. Hella shocking, by the way. What was the other? There was another one that was complete garbage. It was a ripoff of Ratatouille. What was it called? Shoot. It was... What was the name of that one? It was Ratatouille. Something. I really don't remember. Ratatouille ripoff. What was the name of that? Ratatouille. Yeah. That was awful. Christ, that was the worst thing. That was one of the worst things I've seen. Oh, goodness. Like, it's amazing. I wonder if some of these people who make these movies, if they're just, like, trolls, I guess. Like, or not internet trolls in the sense, but just, I don't know. Like, how can you make something like Ratatouille or A Car's Life 2, 3, 1, whatever, and think that that's a masterpiece? I don't know, dude. Like, if I were to have to make my own short film, or my first short film, I would, if it was in the same quality of those movies, I would be hella ashamed. But who knows? Who knows? I have no clue. Anyway, let me get back to Cassandra earlier, because she mentioned the Cartoon Network should air Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! On their network again. Yeah, but, you know, Pokemon is now on Disney XD, and I think Disney XD is airing it a lot better than Cartoon Network was, because when you think about it, Cartoon Network was airing Pokemon episodes, like, at 7:30 in the morning. Now, what kid is going to be up at 7:30 in the morning? Well, okay, well, maybe kids do wake up at that early time frame or something. I get up at, like, 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah, I mean, but 7:30 in the morning, that's when you'd see Pokemon on Cartoon Network. And now, with Disney XD, I think they air it at, like, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, or something like that every day. Not sure, but it's a better airing time, even though technically kids are still getting out of school at that time. But, That's what I've been seeing. So not 100% sure, but yeah. Uh, Andy Montes says your thoughts on the. Hopefully that was your name. You says your thoughts on the Emoji Movie. Haven't seen the Emoji Movie, and I don't think I'm gonna have any plans on watching it. Let me actually mention something about the Emoji Movie that I don't think I've mentioned before, but apparently the person who was behind the Emoji Movie was trying. They were trying to uh, have it be a political film or something. I don't know. It was weird, but I I don't know. It's hard to explain, but like there was this person. No, I think it was like certain articles, or well, actually, no. There's been certain clips of the Emoji Movie that I've seen online on YouTube, and there was this part where apparently like um what was, I don't know, what's the man emoji, I guess that's his name, or multiple face emoji, whatever, the main character, that's all I'm gonna say. He, like, he fell in love with Jailbreak, I guess, who was a princess, but she decided to become Jailbreak because she didn't want to be a princess or something. They made her into a complete feminist, by the way, which I think is a complete cringe factor already. With the amount of cringe factors the Emoji Movie probably has anyway, but like there was a whole thing about, oh, I'm not a princess waiting for her prince and blah blah blah, and like the Met Emoji, like he confessed that he liked her, and she says, oh, I'm glad, I'm flattered, but I think we could just still be friends. I'm not a princess waiting for her prince and blah blah blah. It was this whole stupid thing. And then because she rejected him, he became an actual meh emoji. He let go of all of his emotions and he became meh. And it was like, that's what got you to completely become what you were supposed to be? Seriously? Because you couldn't get with the girl that you like? And you've only met her like what? A day before? Or I haven't seen the goddamn movie. I'm not gonna act like I'm an expert on it. But as far as I know, they haven't seen each other for a long time. At all. Like, they've only met each other for like what? A day or two or something like that? Already in love with her. She gets rejected and your entire life is over. My life is over. I'm gonna turn into a man now because it was just stupid. It's just like, I don't know. Again, haven't seen the full movie. Still don't plan on seeing the whole movie, by the way. If they come out with a second movie, I am going to lose faith in humanity. I've already lost a lot of faith in humanity anyway. But if they come out with a second one, it's over. But, yeah, it's crazy in a way. Was there another reply? No, there wasn't. Okay. Plum Show says, I would make a movie about 6 kids, almost like Bubble Guppies, but more original, no teacher, no pets. Okay, that would be interesting. Amanda Ford says, I think they want to piss us off by making bad ripoffs. Maybe. That's probably it, or it could be, I don't know. You might be right. I don't think there's any other answer as to why these crappy remakes, not remakes, but ripoffs come out. They try to cash. Well, I think there's part of it. I think a part of it is that some of these creators think, hey, we can make the same movie, but in our own sort of way, or our own spin-off, and we can sell it to little kids or something. That's probably a part of it, I guess. They think that little kids will really like the movie and they'll end up watching it. Because little kids probably would watch something like that. I don't know. But, it's possible. But that's probably what's in their heads right now. They're like, ooh, let's make this and da-da-da-da. I really don't know. Obviously, these people don't really care about whether the quality of their film is good. They only care about whether they make money off of it. And it will shock me if they're making a lot of bank on that. Anyway. Anthony Monez, Andy says it got 8% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's actually pretty high for that movie. If I have to be honest with you, it's high for an emoji movie to get 8%. You'd think it would get like 4 or 3% or whatever, but 8%. It's kind of high for that movie. Amanda Fred says, my bad, says, do you think the Emoji Movie is a ripoff of the Lego Movie? It's a ripoff of so many movies. Like, it's completely unoriginal in every sense of the word. And again, I knew what the movie was particularly going to be about before it came out. Like, it was obvious. Like, it was going to be about emoji that was different from everybody else, and they have to go on this journey, and blah, blah, blah. It was obvious what it was going to be about. It was nothing new. So, you know, that's kind of what it was. Where am I? Oh, yeah. Cassandra Francisco, I think, says, would you move to New York City or Toronto to have all 4 seasons? I don't really know what Toronto is like. I would like to visit Toronto one day, honestly. Heard it's kind of a nice city. New York City, I've been to New York City 4 times in the winter, all in the winter. Generally after, like, winter break finishes, because that's when tourist season kind of starts to die down a little bit. Tickets to shows are more accessible. Certain shows. That's kind of how I got to see SpongeBob on Broadway. Which, by the way, if you guys don't know, that musical is now closed on Broadway. Which is depressing in a way. It's sad because actually let me get back to that, and I'll continue finishing your question. Answering your question. But yeah, I've been to New York only in the winter, and I would like to go to New York, say like in the fall or in the summer or in the spring. I do know that it gets very, 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 very hot there. But it also gets pretty hot here, but I'm not trying to say, oh, I've been to California. I live in California, what the hell? I'm not trying to say, oh, I've lived in California all my life. I know what hot's like. No, I've been to certain places where it's been much hotter than California. I've almost passed out once. I was in Louisiana one time, and it was very humid down there. My mom was talking to one of her friends. She was at his house, and we were getting ready to leave. And you know how sometimes if you're with your parents, well, depending on who your parents are, sometimes you will talk with somebody and you'll kind of continue to talk with them for a while. You're about to leave, but then you guys kind of continue talking for like maybe another 10, 20 minutes or something like that. That's what happened with her and her friend that, she visited because she's from Louisiana. So, I was in the car kind of waiting to go, and the car was just so humid. I mean, either way, whether the door was going to be open or closed or whatever, it was still very humid outside, but I think it was worse in the car. And I was just sitting down, and I was so close to just giving out. I was just close to passing out. I was like, oh, I gotta go. It was just very, very hot. But, yeah, New York City. I would like to visit New York City when it's not cold, because the last time we went in the cold, oh, we didn't do much. We didn't do much in New York City. We've mastered the cold of New York City before, and we've done a lot more, but this time we didn't do much. Like in New York City, I went to see SpongeBob. My mom went to see Come From Away, and we went to the 9/11 memorial, and that was about it. For the majority of our stay, we stayed in our hotel room until we went to see the show and whatever. We were lucky enough to be right next to a hotel that was technically, hotel. We were right next to a restaurant that was actually kind of part of the hotel. We were able to order food from that restaurant, and we would go there, and we'd get a discount because we were staying at that hotel. It was a steakhouse, and, their food was freaking amazing. Got to try that New York steak. Whew! That was just the best steak I think I've ever had. I would go there again. And we ate there every day, and it was expensive, of course. It's New York. What do you expect? But, sheesh, yeah, I got a dry throat. It's ridiculous. Might end the stream somewhat soon, but yeah. that was kind of all we really did. And I was worried on the day of going to see the SpongeBob musical. I was looking outside the window and so much snow was blowing. It was ridiculous. I was worried that I wasn't going to end up going to see the show. I was worried that the show was probably going to be canceled because it was a bit too dangerous for the cast members and for the audience members and for anybody to walk to the theater or to go to the theater to perform. That's what I thought was going to happen, but it didn't happen. The snow ended up getting, going down, and which was all good. Yeah, I'm becoming a little hoarse right now, and I got the hiccups now. Awesome. Yeah. I'm going to continue on with what I was saying, but I'm going to get some more water and remedy those hiccups right now. And again, stream might be done soon. Not quite sure about that. Okay. Yeah, I had to drink a lot of that water. Anyway. So, and I think, yeah, stream's still going. That's good. But yeah, as I was saying, when I went to New York City, it was like ridiculously cold. That a lot of things that I wanted to do couldn't do. Like, for instance, I wanted to meet the cast of the SpongeBob musical while I saw it. It was just so freaking cold, and I didn't want my mom waiting because my mom's show was only 90 minutes, whereas mine's was 2 hours plus intermission. And so she was waiting in the store, and I wanted to meet her just to see her and be like, okay, we can get ready to go. And, granted, could I have went to the stage door and still met some of the cast members? Yeah, but again, it was just extremely cold that I was like, I don't want to stay out there in the cold to meet the actors of the SpongeBob musical, which I really, really, really wish I did, because now I'm never going to be able to do that again, because again, the show's closed. They closed last week, which sucks, because, if there's one thing I have to say about the show, which, by the way, is probably like my number one favorite show of all time right now, and it's not because it's SpongeBob. My mom thought that I really, really like the show just because it's SpongeBob. I'm not that big of a SpongeBob fan, I'm not that big to where anything SpongeBob does, I'm instantly a big fan of it. Obviously I am a fan of SpongeBob, but not a huge fan of SpongeBob where I'm extremely obsessed with it. That's not what it is. If the musical was utter garbage, I would have called it out and said, this is utter garbage. But it was a really, really, really good show. And, it was, it was very funny. The actors were great. The set design was amazing. The story was pretty good. It did have somewhat of a political tone to it, a tiny bit, but in a way where it wasn't distracting and it wasn't annoying, wasn't cringy, and it had a good message about community and all of us coming together no matter our differences and blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. And so the way they did it compared to another show, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Oh. Yeah. They did really good. And another thing about the show is that so many people were doubting it. Like, the show got so much scrutiny from everyone. Like, when they performed for the Thanksgiving parade, everybody was hating on the show, saying it was terrible, shouldn't be, it shouldn't exist. The show over the course of the months that it was playing on for, it almost played for an entire year, which I wish they made a year. But the show surprised everyone. Because again, everyone thought it was going to be a terrible show. It surprised everyone with how good it was. It was one of the most one of the most critically acclaimed shows on the entire season of Broadway. It was more it was more liked by critics than the Mean Girls musical and by Frozen, which Frozen was somewhat kind of panned by critics. It was mixed to negative, whereas SpongeBob was like one of the most positive received shows of the season by critics. And it was one of the most nominated shows for any awards through the season as well. Well, musical is in a way. It did terrible at the Tonys because the Tony Awards decided it's a commercial show. We're not gonna vote for it, even though we're gonna vote for Harry Potter, which is also another commercial show. But yeah, which don't get me wrong, the Harry Potter play is also pretty amazing as well. Like I got a bootleg copy of that, and I would see it in person. It's an amazing, and this is coming from someone that doesn't really care about Harry Potter. Never read the books, never watched the movies, but I've seen the play on DVD that somebody recorded, and the show's amazing. I would see it in person if I ever got the chance to. And if any of you guys ever get the chance to see the show in person, I highly recommend it. It's an amazing show. I just hate that the Tony Awards didn't give SpongeBob the same respect that they gave the Harry Potter play. I think it was kind of BS. But going back to just talking about the show, it just surprised so many people. You know, like it's gained a lot of love. It lasted a lot longer than people initially thought it was going to last for. Hell, even Viacom didn't think that SpongeBob was going to last on Broadway for a long time. It surprised them that it lasted for almost a year. The show really just blew everyone's expectations of the show itself out of the water. And I think that's why it makes it so special to a lot of people, because again, it was met with so much hate the minute it was announced that it was going to Broadway, the minute that it was announced that it was even going to become a musical, and ever since it started playing, all the hate started turning into love for the show. And I think that's why it's very special to a lot of people. I really am gonna miss the show. It's gonna be touring in 2019 in the fall, I believe. I believe in the fall that's when they're gonna start doing a touring production of the show. Which, if they do come to a city near you, I highly recommend that you guys go get tickets to see it. When the time comes, I'm probably going to advertise it again on my channel. But really, you guys have to see this show when it comes to your city. If it comes to your city, 100% go see it. It's an amazing show. And they really still do deserve to be performing today, but unfortunately they're not. They weren't making the best of money, especially since their operating costs were about $800,000 a week. And they were making about $800,000 a week, and obviously they were making a lot of money. But in certain weeks, they were having good weeks. They were making about $1 million a week. But the main reason why they're moving, why they closed, is because the theater that they were playing in is getting raised 30 feet in the air to put retail space under the theater. So the theater, this is floor level. This is the theater. It's going to be raised up. Probably not that high, but it's going to be raised up about 30 feet so they can put more retail space. First of all, I never liked that idea before SpongeBob was ever a thing. Before the SpongeBob musical was ever a thing, but yeah, it's just dumb. But it is what it is. If there's one thing I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try very hard to at least be a part of the touring company. I would love to be in that show. That would mean the world to me if that happens. But yeah, again, show's amazing. And again, I'm not saying this just because I'm a fan of SpongeBob. If it was a terrible show, I would have been saying it. Like, you know, they had terrible episodes airing for a while, and you knew how vocal I was about that back in the day. But, you know, truly, it's a really, really, really good show. And again, if it ever comes to a city near you within 2019, aha, so caught it before you guys did. Cool. Anyway, so yeah, as I was saying, that's all I'm going to say about the SpongeBob musical and my, you know, kind of somewhat advertisement for it. But I'm going to continue on with answering some of your, or responding to some of your responses on my chat here, and I'm probably going to end the stream soon. So Plum Show says, I don't know, I've seen much worse than the Emoji Movie, like Freddy Got Fingered. I saw the Nostalgia Critics review of Freddy Got Fingered. Oh, God. I'm never watching that movie. Especially considering the fact that it has a scene where, where the actor is jerking off a horse. And he also jerks off an elephant. He got paid to do that. What the... I'm just gonna leave it there. It's the weirdest thing. You couldn't pay me to do that. I'd be like, no, I'm not touching that damn thing. Anyway, continuing on, Plum Show host, that to me was a worse movie. Oh yeah, definitely, 100%. I'm sure there's a lot more movies out there that are worse than the Emoji Movie. The Emoji Movie, I think, is just the most bizarre idea. A movie about emojis, like, come on. It's freaking weird. Cassandra says, your thoughts on Ben the Looney lately? I haven't been watching a lot of his videos lately. I still kind of prefer his older videos than the ones he does now. It's kind of interesting the way he's taking this channel, I guess, or the direction. Like, first of all, he's now drawing a lot, which is good to see, but he's drawing a lot of, I guess, somewhat sexually suggestive photos, or drawings, I should say, which is interesting, and he's just, you know, openly posting that on YouTube, which, okay, I guess is fine. You know, I don't know how to fully respond to that, but it's interesting. A lot of, he's been doing, like, these artist shout-outs, I guess, and a lot of them are artists that do sexual drawings of these characters. And it's like, okay, I can see what kind of art Ben T. Looney likes. I haven't been to his DeviantArt. Kind of afraid to visit that, but hey, it's what it is. Yeah, that's kind of what he's mostly been doing. But I don't know. I can't really explain all that much about Ben T. Looney. Like, it's interesting. All I can say is it's interesting where he kind of took his channel, where it's been going, I guess you can say. He hasn't been doing a lot of reviews, doesn't do rants anymore or anything, but he kind of talks about certain stuff. So yeah, I don't know. It's funny when I watch some of his videos and he curses in them, especially considering that he's been wanting to keep his channel family friendly. But when I hear him say like the F word or the S word or whatever, it's funny as hell. It's hilarious. And it's funny because a part of me kind of going in and out of that, where I try not to curse in my videos and then I end up cursing in them anyway. I don't know. But like it's definitely interesting. So that's kind of all I gotta say about Ben T. Looney. Jason says, I'm working on a kid's cartoon about a teenage nurse who lives dangerous and draws anything to life with her weird employees and fights demon stick figures created by the infamous Cal Art Style Devil. Oh God, Cal Art Style. Just because of what's it called, Thundercats Go, which I don't get it. Why? What is it with like these new cartoons coming out? And, you know, it has, like, the same title, but you add Go to the end of them. It's so weird. I don't think it's called Thundercats Go. I think it's called Thundercats Roar, I think. I don't remember. But, yeah, ever since that came out, everyone's been starting to do this whole Cal Art style thing. And it's kind of funny. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty funny, honestly. Jason says, it's a parody of girl cartoons and possibly a parody of modern cartoons and some of what an anime style to it combined with panty and stocking style. Oh, that show. I've seen that before. Okay, that's cool. Cassandra says, I'm writing a Pokemon and Loud House fan fiction as a crossover story. It's interesting. I've seen some... I wonder how that would... Yeah, I could kind of see it working out, I guess. I don't know. Definitely going to be interesting. I just saw a commercial for. Let me pause this because this is a new episode of SpongeBob. I kind of want to check it out. But I've just saw a commercial for the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I haven't seen a lot of that. Actually, that could be a video I come out with if I plan on doing it. I don't know. I don't know. But I've seen like probably a couple of episodes of the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series on Nickelodeon. And it's interesting. It's definitely interesting. I saw a Nostalgia Critic review the first episode, and he has he kind of likes it, but at the same time he's pointed out flaws about the show. He likes the animation. Yeah, you gotta admit the animation's pretty cool. I'm kind of starting to get used to how the turtles look in the show. Like compared to what they looked like before with the 3D animation, and then seeing how they look now. I couldn't particularly say that I really liked, I couldn't particularly say that I liked how they looked. But now I'm kind of getting used to how they look like right now. They don't look too bad to me. But something that Nostalgia Critic kind of pointed out was that they all kind of somewhat have the same personality. They're all kind of like silly characters. Whereas, Mike would be the silly one and everyone else is kind of, they still have their, personality traits. One's the tech geek, one's the leader, one's the aggressive one, one's the silly one. But all of them kind of have that silly aspect to them, which is interesting. And then April, she's black now, which is whatever. I'm not the kind of person who's like, yay, we got a black character now. I don't care about that crap. But, I don't like how she looks personally. Like, it just, I don't know. Like, I can't, I don't know. I don't like how she looks, I guess. I might get used to it, but I just don't like how she looks personally. That's all I can say. But yeah, with that being said, I don't know what else I can really say about the cartoon. But yeah, I guess I should watch some more episodes and see whatever. From what I can see, it's not bad. That's all I can really say about it. But yeah, so that's interesting. Just wanted to mention that since I saw it on just recently. Yeah, I think I'm starting to lose my voice just a little bit, so I am going to end the stream after the last three. Let's see, from Molahan Huss, Trey Blaze, 2000, Plump Show, and Cassandra. That's going to be the last responses I'm going to respond to, and then I'm going to end the stream. Okay, so Moha says, do you have any cool collections like anime manga? No, I've had a couple of anime. Well, there's only like one series where I have like 4 books. Don't remember the name, to be honest with you, and I barely kind of remember it now because that was like when I was in freshman year of high school. I started getting some more anime books to read. That's all I really remember, because I was more into it. But now, when it comes to anime now, I'm not really fully all that into anime anymore. I think part of it is because, like, there's just certain things I've seen from anime that kind of weird me out. And it kind of is, I look at it and I'm like, anime's weird. I don't know. It's just not easy. And I know some of you guys would probably be like, well, why do you go to the anime expo? A couple of people ask me that. Like, I don't watch anime. Why do I even go to it? Because it's fun. It's fun. I do personally like going there. So, all the cosplayers and whatnot. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I don't really have a lot of collections. I'm not really all that obsessive enough to have a collection of anything, I guess you could say. Trailblaze says, hey man, I enjoy your videos. Going through a tough time with my father passing away from pancreatic cancer, but I'm hanging in there. Keep up the good work. Damn. I'm really sorry that happened, man. I mean, that's got to be very tough to go through a loss like that in your life. Like, again, I went through a couple of losses in my life. Like, again, cousin passed away from leukemia. That was kind of just sudden. And then my birth mother passed away, like, 2010? So she passed away 8 years ago, and I didn't know until, like, 2013. Because I have not seen her ever since I was 5. And so she hasn't been in my life for a long time. And so, hearing about the fact that she passed away was hard, but it wasn't gut wrenching, I guess, because again, I haven't seen her for a long time, and I haven't really thought of her for most of my life either. So it was but it was still kind of hard to know that she's never gonna be able to see what I've become, or well, not what I've become, but who I've grown up to be or something, or what I'll possibly do in the future. Even though I know she's watching up there, and so that's that's all good. And the only thing I can really say is thank you to her for what she did, which is putting me up for adoption. Because if it wasn't for her, I don't know where I would be right now. I would probably wouldn't be living as good a life as I was, and probably wouldn't even have this channel. I don't know, but that's all I could really do. But yeah, Trailblaze, hope you're hanging in there, and hopefully, things are, go well in your life. So again, very, very sorry about the passing of your father. Very sorry to hear about that. Plus Show host says, I do kind of wonder, do you occasionally watch game shows or reality shows such as Jeopardy, American Ninja Warrior, and maybe SYTYCD? I don't know what that stands for, unfortunately. Before the stream ends, if you can mention what that means, that would be great. That is something that has stuck with me since I was 5 years old. Yeah, I occasionally, sometimes I'll watch Family Feud with Steve Harvey. In the mornings when I don't work, I tend to watch Let's Make a Deal and The Price is Right. And those are kind of the only two game shows currently that I watch a crap ton. So, yeah. So those are my favorite ones. Oh, okay, and yeah, that makes sense. So You Think You Can Dance. Yeah, I've seen So You Think You Can Dance, and I used to watch that when I was younger. And I haven't really watched it all that much anymore. But yeah, to answer your question, yeah, I do tend to watch some game shows. And as to reality series, I guess you would probably consider America's Got Talent to be a reality series. And so, if so, then yeah, I technically do watch that. This year was kind of interesting because there was a crap ton of singers in the show, which annoyed the crap out of me. I was like, I would rather see more magicians or more acrobatics or more special types of talents, not a crap ton of singers. And there was this one chick that everybody liked, Courtney Halden, I think that's her last name. I just did not like her performance, man. Like, she was screaming, like, she was doing, like, these weird dance moves, and the way she was singing, I just didn't like it. Everybody liked it, I just didn't. And thank God she didn't win. Or thank God a singer didn't win this year, and it was a magician. I'm so glad about that, by the way. And so that's all good. But yeah, that's kind of Anyway, Cassandra, you're talking about Cassandra says the story is about, talking about her crossover. Story is about my character named Lexi Loud. She's a Pokemon trainer, and Mori's jealous of her. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. What else am I saying? Oh yeah, Jason says, please end the stream by reacting to an ant's life. I know I said that I would watch it. I don't know. It's 25 minutes. I might do a stream where I react to that, but then at the same time, the issue is I can't. If I was able to stream a video, I guess, while I'm streaming, like if I was able to put that into my stream where I would be reacting and you could see me reacting to it, then yeah, that would be a different story. I would do that. I'll probably try to figure that out to see if I can do something like that. I'm not 100% sure. If I can't, then, that's unfortunate. But if I can, then that might happen one day. Or I could just make a video about it. I don't know. It's possible. But yeah, that would be interesting if I did end the stream by reacting to an ant's life. But I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna do that. No, I don't think I'm gonna do that today because again, my voice is kind of, I can feel it kind of going away, or it's kind of dry, and I am getting just a tiny bit hungry. So shoot, you know what? Something I wanted to talk about. Um, I wanted to talk about Shane Dawson and his whole documentary series with like Jake Paul and all that stuff. I wanted to talk about that. I don't think I have the time to. I kind of do want to end this pretty soon, if I'm honest. Even though I got 12 people watching, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, I kind of do want to end this quite soon. So let's see. Trailblazer says it's official. Cartoon Network has lost touch with reality. Man, that channel has fallen big time. Yeah, I don't really watch Cartoon Network anymore. I only watch Amazing World of Gumball when they air their show, and possibly watch We Bare Bears, but you know that's whatever. Plum Show host says Family Feud, the show that Game Show Network gives the SpongeBob and Teen Titans Go treatment to. Yeah, that's true. And hey, Alexander, how are you doing? That is my editor, ladies and gentlemen. He's here after 2 hours. Yeah, I've been on this damn stream for about 2 hours. Jesus, didn't really expect that to happen. But yeah, the game show network, they do air a crap ton of Family Feud, but I don't get bothered by that because Family Feud is actually a good show. Even though SpongeBob's a good show, but they also have a crap ton of bad episodes during the middle, and so you know they kind of. And Teen Titans Go, I hate that show. I'm sorry, I just can't watch it. And then Amanda Ford says, "Did you see the rapper girl? I still can't believe that she got the golden buzzer." Yeah, the golden buzzer. A lot of when it came to America's Got Talent this year, a lot of the golden buzzers, first of all, went to people that were singers, which irritated the crap out of me. And not only that, but a bunch of the acts that got golden buzzers were also people that had a sob story. And I get why they did that, because in particular, yes, when you really think about it, it makes them more human, and it kind of makes you want to connect with them more, and you want to root for them, and yada, yada, yada. But it was just irritating to see that, it was a lot of it was just sob stories, like, oh, when I grew up, my life was a wreck, and this and that, and yada, yada, yada. Not saying that I hate sob stories, but it was just somewhat annoying, and it was kind of like a pattern that I'd see over and over and over again, and it was kind of like, okay, this is annoying, stop it. Just stop, okay? That's kind of where it was at the time, and, yeah. So, that's kind of all I have to say about that. I did say I was going to talk about the Shane Dawson documentary series on Jake Paul, which it's possible that I'll talk about that after everything was done. I did say that I didn't want to talk about Jake Paul on this channel, but I might do it, and I might talk about the documentary series, especially considering if it's very juicy, because I did see the first episode, and whew, excited for the second part already, and I'm sure a lot of people are. So yeah, that's kind of where it is. But yeah, I don't know what else I can say right now, but that's kind of it. Thank you guys so much for joining this stream. Again, this was a very, very random stream. I didn't really think it was gonna happen. Honestly, I might do another stream later on this week. I might do one on Thursday. Not 100% sure, but it's definitely possible. I might have a couple of more things to talk about during that time. I would do one tomorrow, but I don't know. Doing one the day after might be just a little bit too excessive, I should say. And not only that, but I'm home from work, so I'm gonna be tired, and I'm not gonna get home until like 5 o'clock. So yeah. So if anything, I might do one on Thursday. So don't be surprised if you see me post a reminder saying I'm gonna be streaming on Thursday or whatever. So don't be surprised if that happens. But also don't be surprised if I don't make a stream on Thursday. So yeah, and not only that, I think on my channel, I think they still have the comments section just on my channel alone. And if you want to do that, you can go on there and comment certain kind of videos you want me to make, like what you want me to talk about. If there's like, if you guys want me to review one of those bad rip-off bootleg movies or something, particularly animated ones, let me know as well. If there's any new ones that has come out and you want me to review those, again, let me know and I'll probably do that. And yeah. So essentially, if there's a type of video you want me to make, like a reaction video or a commentary video, or if you guys have any new ideas whatsoever, let me know in the comments section. Possibly of this video, of the stream, or in the channel comment section there. And I'll probably try to read them up. And I'll bring that up again if I do this stream again on Thursday. So, yeah. That's all I really have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching this stream. Hope you guys really enjoyed it. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Joshua Williams from Regular Just One. Hope you guys had a good day. Peace out. Alrighty.